Milan get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Milan with just one principal objective. 90 minutes of action against opponents who will not give way. Oh, he's all alone, and the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Now it's Haaland.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat.
Chance for a shot! Camavinga crosses it in here. Spread to the right. Now it's Yamal. Milan still to be breached at this point. He's going to be disappointed with that. Neymar.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Now it's Haaland. Now it's Camavinga. He's beaten the last man. Camavinga had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Great vision. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Yamal.
Pretty robust defending. Well, I have to admit, Peter, that I've been quite impressed with some of the defending in this half. You're taking on a quality side here, but the way this team have stuck to their task, individually and collectively, very good.
Yeah, you've taken the words out of my mouth, Jim.
Well, you really have to admire their togetherness and their concentration and their spirit, because defensively they look very, very tight still.
Certainly just. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Solid, very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So we are way up the break, and we are back on the way.
Milan are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
He's in a great position here. He's picked his way through. Goes for a truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
They still can't get carried away. They haven't been promoted just yet.
And here's Haaland.
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Neymar. That'll be a throw-in. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things.
Tries a shot! He's got a goal! Goal then.
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
After 66 minutes is number 10.
They've got another one, and this might happen. That is good alertness. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Haaland proves just a little bit too strong. Driving forward.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he's worked it through. Shot a goal! Relentless! Just continue to do their thing. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was a pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Chance! It's a goal! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were
Lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
I think there's been a greater...
Shoots! And it's in! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Now is getting scary.
After 82 minutes is...
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Can he get on the end of this? Pass just didn't quite work. Oh no, what has happened here? Jimenez. Neymar. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We are just getting started. Borussia Dortmund have gone with what looks like an orthodox 4-4-2, Jim.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies.
Can he finish? Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, that was a shame. The finish let him down. There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders, and it's very difficult to stop him once he starts linking up with others, once he's made that inside run.
Camavinga. Milan still to be breached at this point. Aimed beyond the defence. And the shot! Goal! Milan! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
The goalkeeper.
After 21 minutes.
So, a surprise breakthrough. Interesting. Alexander-Arnold. Milan are enjoying this surprise lead. This might spell chance, surely! And no mistake! Oh, high quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Really clever finish.
Is number 11.
They've got another one, and this might happen. Alexander-Arnold. Milan have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, good-looking ball. Picked out, brilliant chance! Relentless, just relentless. In a trice, and they are soaring.
Pretty much perfect.
Number 11.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And the shot! And there's a goal!
Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Number 10.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. He's got away. Wriggles his way through. Oh, important interception. It's out for a goal kick.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Jimenez. And it's Messi. That's the end of the first 45.
Position. Let me be clear about that, Peter. But facing opponents who are hard to stop when they do get going requires a whole new level of concentration.
Milan look as though they have this game won. Tries a shot! No, it's wide.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Musiala.